In SAS-2, you fight with the ships, aircraft, and troops of your chosen country. In World War II era campaigns, you either select or else create with the campaign generator. The countries to choose are Britain, the United States, Japan, Germany, Italy, or France. A campaign has two sides. A side can include allies. Play against the computer and swap sides at any time. Or, play against an opponent, via hot seat or play by email. The forces of minor countries can also be represented. The theaters are the Mediterranean, Indian Ocean, North and South Atlantic, and the Pacific. Multi-theater campaigns are also supported. The challenges are strategic, operational, and tactical. SAS-2 is not only a game. It is a simulation, a laboratory if you like. Combat is grounded in the weapons systems and other technologies of the era, with real-world physics computing damage from every shell, torpedo and bomb hit. But within these constraints, you may create limitless what-if campaigns, with great flexibility as to game scale, complexity, historical realism, and challenge. A campaign can start very small, say a dozen ships on either side, or involve huge navies of many millions of tons. The number of aircraft, if included, may be just a handful, or else range up to hundreds or thousands of fighters, bombers and other types. Troops, if included, may be only small units down to company level, or else range up to divisions, corps, and even armies. The area of operations may be a small theater, like the Mediterranean, or else expand to much larger theaters and even multi-theater maps that virtually cover the globe. The timescale may be just a few months, or it may be a year or so, the entire war period, or even longer, anywhere between 1935 and 1950. The simplest campaigns feature just surface ships, submarines, and perhaps merchant ships for convoy work. For more challenge, you may add in air power, from carriers and/or land bases. Finally, troops for ground assault and amphibious operations may also be included. Victory, in short and small campaigns, depends on achieving supply or capture objectives. In bigger and longer campaigns, development of the economy, infrastructure and technology also become vital. By varying the objectives, economies, and fighting strengths of the opposing sides, you can change the play balance. Then, at any time during play, you can swap and take either side, and so have games that range from easy to very hard, depending on your skill level and familiarity with game mechanics. Historical realities may be modeled closely, with alliances, technology levels, economic strengths, orders of battle and set reinforcements reflecting the conditions of the chosen time and place. But the true power of SAS-2 is in its openness to experimentation. For example, you could develop aircraft technologies to access sophisticated aircraft and jet propulsion earlier. Or choose the navy you want, within resource limits. Maybe upgun the King George V battleships. Perhaps build the H-class monsters for the Kriegsmarine. Even, design entirely new classes of ships to suit your strategy. Develop industry and technologies like radar more aggressively. Give the Regia Marina some aircraft carriers. Why not let France not be defeated in 1940, so it can properly fight in the Mediterranean and Atlantic? Even change traditional alliances, and have, as one example, Britain fight America in the Atlantic. There are possibilities to suit all tastes. The campaigns that ship with the game will be a mix of easy and hard, short and long, historically based or hypothetical to varying degree. On top of these you can design your own campaigns, and in play testing, tweak dozens of campaign variables to produce just the degree of balance, complexity and challenge you want. Then perhaps share your creation, so it can be played by others. Many strategy games are, I go, then, you go. In SAS-2 you play we go style. Each side has a planning and orders phase. Then the orders of both are put together in an action phase where movement and fighting is simultaneous. SAS-2 is a deep simulation, yet is eminently playable. The economic model is simple. All actions have a cost in a currency of resource points, RPs. RPs are earned through industrial production and trade, which are easy to manage. Yet it is possible to closely model a country's dependence on convoys, along with their routes and designations. This gives campaigns such as in the North Atlantic an authentic feel. The main playability feature is in the AI assistance. All the AI power used by the computer when it is your opponent is also available to you. You can choose how much AI assistance you want, from none through to almost total. For example, to build a navy, let your 2IC do it all. Build every ship yourself, or else do some mix of both. Maybe build some key ships and then let your 2IC build the rest. The same is true for operational orders. Let your 2IC set up all missions, create all fleets manually, or do a mix. Perhaps set up offensive patrols yourself while leaving complex missions like convoys to your 2IC. All other key areas for decision are equally open to choosing a favored blend of manual and auto control. The result is that even in a very big campaign, playing a turn that represents a month may take anywhere from a few minutes through to several hours. It all depends on how much control you want over strategy, operations, and tactics. Detailed help is available from within the game itself. Every visual interface has help text, all cross-referenced and hyperlinked and packed with information. Dozens of tutorial videos are also included. There is never a need to swap out of the game to see a YouTube video or PDF manual. SAS2 has great variety and complexity, but it is dissimilar to some other strategic and tactical games. It is not a complex, political game. The focus by design is on activities that are closely related to war capacity. It is primarily a game of sea power, and focused on fleet operations. Controlling ship maneuver is not possible, but ship and fleet rules of engagement can be given. And, under the hood, the battle mechanics involve shell-by-shell damage and minute-by-minute movement resolution. The role of air power is to defend and attack naval bases and fleets at sea. But as naval bases are a surrogate for a country's industrial capacity, strategic bombing is also representable. Troops are for amphibious ops as in the Pacific, or medium-scale ground assault as North Africa. Major land warfare divorced from sea power, such as on the German Western or Eastern fronts, is not part of SAS2. The next tutorial videos overview the game in more detail, and show you what playing the game looks and feels like. Thanks for watching.